My name's Juliana, and where do I begin? My husband Craig and I decided to move our lives and our son to the island of Sardinia in Italy, my father's homeland. Join us on our new journey as I share my culture, heritage, and passion for all things Simply Sardinian. We have spent the past few days now going through all of the memory boxes, photo boxes. I have been making piles as I've been clearing cupboards and the garage out and different rooms, and trying to sort of collate everything into one spot, which is here. This room is just disaster room. It's like a bomb site. And these are the pieces that, as I've been sorting through things, it's like, okay, this can't be given away, this isn't rubbish, these are like the special things that needs to come over with us. And it has been really, really emotional. I spent Friday sorting through 5 storage boxes of photographs. Now I'm sure everyone does the exact same thing. You know, you've got photos from 20, 30, 40 years ago. What do you do with them? Like, I can't throw photographs out. For me, it's a bit, I don't know, sacrilegious. So everything gets put into a box, into a cupboard, and forgotten about. So Friday was a day when all those boxes had to be sorted through. And oh my god, it was really, really emotional. There was photographs there when Craig and I were like teenagers and just started seeing each other, photographs when I had the babies, then all the school photos, kindergarten photos, all the mementos, and it was really funny. Funny but emotional. Ryan helped me go through things, and he was like, "Mum, why are you keeping this stuff? Like, seriously, throw it away." I don't even remember doing this. I was like 3 years old when I made you this card, but I just couldn't. So I've had to be really, really strict as well. Keep a few special things from the kids, and then the rest I've had to just put aside and get rid of it. So anyway, this is what I'm down to. So I thought I would just show you some of the bits that are coming with us. We've still to try and sort out freight, shipping. It's been a nightmare because obviously all the bureaucracy in Italy, what they want, all the paperwork that you need to do. So I think I've got round it a little bit. I have bought an extra 2 large suitcases. And Craig and I will be taking 4 huge suitcases with us, as well as carry-on luggage, and hopefully we can get the most important bits through. So I've taken a lot of photographs off the walls. I am now going through the process where I can't take the frames because I think the frames are just going to get smashed. So I'm going to have to take everything out of the frames, and when I get to the other side, buy new frames. So I'm going to start with this one. This is a really special one. So this is a really old photograph, and it has got my nonna and my nonno and other family members, and they've got the babies. Now my uncle in this picture, the baby, he is 74 now. So this photograph has got to be 72 years old, and it really shows the poverty at that time, and it is a really rare photo to have. I don't know how it was taken, who took it, get no idea, but this is one that definitely needs to come with us. Then I have got a photo of my nonna, and again, it is really rare to have these photos. But she must have been about 14 in this photograph, and she's in a Sardinian costume that's all handmade, and it's just a really special one. then Dad gifted me this one, and to be honest, it is a photocopy of an original picture, because I think everyone in the family all wanted one. So, and I've got one, and it is gorgeous. I think she's a little bit older there. I think she might be about 17, 18.
Who is it, Ju?
It's my nonna. But yeah, it's beautiful. And her costume's all handmade. She's got a little religious medals on, and yeah, just a really special photo. And then with these photos, old photos, I have got a picture of Alessia, and that is when she done the walk for the first time for San Salvatore, and she's 10 years old in this photo. And that was a really proud moment. She actually wore the costume that belonged to my aunt, and it's what she wore on her wedding day. So for a 10-year-old little girl to fit into a wedding outfit, it shows you how little my aunt must have been when she got married. So got the old photographs and the new ones, and they're coming over. And when I was talking about having photos, and by the way, this is the only chair in the house.
We have to share it.
So yeah, we have to share it. And this has got a little story. This is coming with us. This little chair, I believe Craig's grandfather may have bought it at auction in England a long, long time ago. And when Alessia was born, oh, it's coming away a little bit. But when Alessia was born, Craig's mum gifted it to Alessia. So on the back, I think it might have been made like in a jail or a prison or something like that. That was the story that I was told. But on the back, it's got December 1936, and my nan was born December 1936. So it's got an added layer of...
It was a chair for the guys that shined your shoes. It was a shoe shine chair, Ju.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, it's coming with us. It's a little bit battered and bruised, but I say it's got character. So that's coming with us. And here is one suitcase full of all the stuff that I managed to reduce down from 5-6 big containers down to this suitcase. So again, I didn't know how I was going to transport all these loose photographs. Oh my god, and I've just pulled out a photo of my mum and dad's wedding day in amongst the kids' christening, Luca's christening day.
Your dad hasn't changed.
Yeah, my dad hasn't changed. But anyway, the only thing I could do was to put them in like sandwich Ziploc bags. I have got a video cassette of Craig's passing out parade when he was in the Navy, and he was only 16 or 17. So that has to come. I also found, well, Ryan found them, and there's about 8 of them in here. In my younger days, I was a dancer, and these are all my medals for when I done dancing exams and competitions and different things. And I must have been like, I don't know, from 6-year-old up until I was around 16. Like, that was me.
We see how good your dancing was in the last video, remember?
Yeah, I know, right? I've sort of lost my moves. Yeah, all different things. I've got my horseshoe from my wedding day that one of my little flower girls gave me. And just lots of things that, yeah, how do you get rid of them? You can't get rid of any of this. It has to come. My wedding dress, which when I get to the other side, I think I need to conserve it a little bit better than what it has been. There's just loads of bits and pieces that need to come. And then I also have, oh, you're going to think I'm mad. So when my Nonna and Nonno's house, I know people are going to go, what? My Nonna and Nonno's house, when they both passed away and were clearing out the house, there wasn't much left, to be honest. And I managed to salvage, I've got 3 of these, and these are Nonna's Parmesan dishes. Honestly, they're not worth anything. Sentimental value, because we remember them, like growing up and going to Nonna's, and they were always on the table. So we've got 3 of these, and since I've got 2 sisters, guess what they're going to get for Christmas? They're going to get Nonna's cheese bowl for Christmas. And then this was like the good cheese bowl that came out if there was like special guests at the table.
Because it had a lid on it.
Used to have a little spoon. But yeah, no, but you know what? They're really cute.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think they're
We've got 2 in Sardinia, I think.
Do we?
Yeah, there's 2 in the shed.
Well, these are like, yeah, 2 of those ones.
Yeah.
So they're coming back. So there's also a story behind this tablecloth, which now is...
Is it clean?
Yeah, it's clean. It's been used, and it's...
The kids love it.
Yeah, the kids love it, and they've actually told me I can't get rid of it. So it's got the Greek keys pattern and the olives, and many moons ago we went on holiday with a huge group of friends when we were in the UK. We went to, of all places, Valaraki in Greece, which is on the island of Rhodes, and it's basically just a big party town. And we went there, and Craig and I took the kids out ourselves and went out for the day, and I'm trying to think where we went. It might have been called Lindos.
It was Lindos, yeah.
And anyway, you sort of went, it's quite mountainous, so we went for a walk. I think we were going to see like a Greek temple or something. And there were all these donkeys and goats going up and down, and all these like people selling handmade linens. And this was one of the tablecloths that I see, and I said, oh my god, we need to get something like this. I need to get a new tablecloth, because they're all handmade, and I feel sorry for this really old little couple that are in amongst their donkeys trying to sell tablecloths. So I went, and I thought I was getting quite a good bargain, and I was good at haggling, and I think it cost me like 40 euros. Anyway, long story short, after I'd done my haggling and I was reassured that this was all handmade, about half an hour later we went into a shop and realised that they were mass produced.
There was hundreds of them.
There was like literally hundreds of them, all different colours, exactly the same. And yeah, the kids just thought that was hilarious. So every time this tablecloth gets put on the table, the story always gets brought up and mentioned.
Yeah, we've got to bring that one.
So yeah, so the kids have actually asked for this. I'm like, oh no, it can go. They're like, no, Mum, we need to keep it. It's a Greek tablecloth. Like it's funny.
Oh my God. How are you going to take that? We can't get the hats. How are you going to get the hats in there?
So this is something that Grandpa Jimmy bought.
Give us a
brought
12.
over to Australia, all the way from Mexico. And I've actually got 3 of these sombreros, and they're quite heavy. But I can't...
You can't wear that. Like, I know that's the only way you're going to get that across. We might have to wear those. I'm going to film you wearing that through the airport. You can't wear that.
But this is what I mean. I've got things that I can't get rid of. The memories. My grandpa brought me it. I can't not take it. Craig's shaking his head that this is going. So anyway.
I'm shaking your head because you've got 2 hats in there and I'm not wearing one as well. We're not going to go through.
There's 3. There's actually 3.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So I've got my proper Mexican poncho.
That was quite cool actually.
It is pretty cool.
And it is winter, so you could probably get away with that.
You'll see me in Sardinia walking through the streets in my poncho and sombrero. Yeah, so It's just there's loads of things. That is so heavy.
It's so decorative, look at it.
I know, right? Look at that. I think it's really cool.
So what just happened?
We're getting swooped
By what?
by plumber birds, and I'm actually, they're on the road, so they've got their babies, and this is quite a busy road, so I just hope that they move out when the cars come. But yeah, they swoop, so they're obviously nesting now. It's spring in Australia, so they must have a nest nearby.
This is what is attacking us. There's a daddy and there is a mummy over there, and they've got babies somewhere, and they are quite protective. So as we left the house, they attack us. But it's actually stopping us from getting out the drive. We're going for a walk, Ozzy. It'll be good. We're gonna go for a walk. What have we got there?
Probably not the healthiest thing to eat, but we've both been craving a bacon and egg McMuffin from McDonald's. We haven't had one in about 2 years now, so we've been dying for one, so we're going to have one. So we've just parked up, we're going to have a muffin.
Can't get them in Italy, can you?
Nah. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, so switch it off, Craig. I'm going to make a pig of myself now. I've never actually seen a tree that flowers like this before. And it is a tree, it's not a bush. It's got really pretty yellow and pink flowers on it. So Aussie Dog is coming over to Sardinia. He leaves on the 20th. We're using Jet Pets here in Australia, which is an agency that deals with all the pet travel. They have never sent a dog to Sardinia. They have obviously sent dogs over to Italy before. So we have been organising this basically for months now, all the rabies shots and documentation and different things that you have to organise for pet travel. And we got right down to it. Uploaded everything, was dealing with a really lovely lady called Katie here in Brisbane, and then she called me back and she said, I can't actually get the dog to Sardinia because the airline, ITA Airways, has stopped doing the route from Rome, Fiumicino to Cagliari in Sardinia. Now we've got 3 airports on the island, and none of the other airports will accept animals. So basically I will be arriving in Sardinia on the 16th or 17th. Aussie arrives in Rome on the 20th. I am going to have to drive the car to Olbia, which is a good 3-hour drive. It's not, you know, close by. Get the overnight ferry from Olbia to Civitavecchia in Rome, and someone in Rome will bring Ozzy to me to the port, where I'm going to have to spend basically from 6:30 in the morning, and I think the ferry crossing is at around 8:30 that night. Now I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to be pretty jet lagged. I'm going to be exhausted. Poor Ozzy is going to be absolutely exhausted. It's going to be a bit of an ordeal. Hopefully not. I know, I see you. But yeah, after almost 3 days of travelling and then going on a ferry, an overnight ferry. He's never been in a boat before. Yeah, it's something we need to do, but I'm not looking forward to it. But he's 9 years old now, he needs to be with us. Here they come. Man's best friend. So it is last night in the Gold Coast, on the Gold Coast. We have got an apartment on the 24th floor, overlooking the ocean. This is our view, which is awesome. Today was the last day. Craig, get in. Today was the last day that we went, and finally the house is empty. We packed everything up, it's all gone. I think we've calculated we've got about 120 kilos to take back between 4 suitcases, and yeah, we just packed everything in the suitcases, just trying to take as much as we can back over. We are going to get a small, I don't know, it's not a shipping container, what have we got?
Like a shipping box thing.
Shipping
Carton.
box crate carton. So we are absolutely shattered. There is a huge storm rolling in. I came back this afternoon, I've literally had a shower, I haven't even blow dried my hair. We got a bottle of wine, some bits out of the supermarkets. We're just having bread, ham, cheese, just little picky bits, because we've got absolutely no notion to go out.
No.
Have Uber Eats, have takeaway, nothing. So we've just got some ham, cheese, olives, bread, wine, and we're just gonna watch this storm roll in. Apparently this will be a big one to hit, so we've had all the weather warnings out and everything, so yeah,
hopefully it clears up before we fly out.
It clears up.
Take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh, way oh, oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh, way oh, oh. You got me singing. Way oh, oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh, boy, take a chance, will you let me ride?
So, what's happening?
So we've said all our goodbyes. It is 11:30 at night. We've got a flight at 2 AM. So I just want to get on the flight and go to sleep.
Yeah, I know, I'm tired too.
Yeah, so I've just checked in 4 huge cases. So I think we've got about 120 kilos that we're taking back. So yeah, so I'm not looking forward to picking them all up in Rome and then walking with them all, checking them all back in again. I hate travelling, honestly. I hate this bit of it. So, can't wait to see my baby. So, hard saying goodbye to one baby, but looking forward to seeing the other 2 babies.
And then picking up your fur baby in a week.
And then picking up Ozzy next week.
look relaxed. Drive.
Now, we've just got to the airport. The trolley with the cases don't fit through the lift door. So Craig is carrying 4 suitcases and I've got 2 and we're going up a little slope. So this is going to be fun. I don't know how we're going to do this. Oh, God. And now we've got to go downhill. So this week has been a culmination of what's happened through the week and to us arriving in Sardinia. So we've only been here, I think, a little over 24 hours. We are really jet lagged. I have now pulled out my winter coat and fluffy jumpers. It's been a bit of a culture shock coming from 30 odd degrees on the Gold Coast to a balmy today, 20 degrees, so I think I'm overwrapped. But anyway, I think we've got the live comments on this week. Fingers crossed that everything goes accordingly. But I just want to say sorry for last week for missing the video. There was just so much going on, as you can appreciate. And yeah, hope you enjoy this week's video, which is a bit of a catch up from last week merged into this week. So ciao a tutti and we'll see you next week.